Hey everybody, this is Matt from endsickness.org. Today I'm going to talk about the main triggers for IBS, IBS-D, IBS-C, and I'll go over all the foods that you want to avoid, the things that can irritate your gut and cause you to have those IBS symptoms. First, let me say I'm not a medical doctor. This is not medical advice. It's for informational and educational purposes only. Let me get back to the point here. IBS, all right, IBS, there's a dysregulation of gut bacteria in your stomach, and this is causing your symptoms to flare up, in essence. But what is actually causing the symptoms? It's not the bacteria, it is the food you're eating. And it's because these foods are not being able to be broken down by the bacteria that are in your gut. And when that happens, your immune system creates a response and generates symptoms, inflammatory symptoms. So the main foods you want to avoid: dairy, nuts and seeds, gluten, processed meat, meat in general, eggs, processed food, spices, condiments. All these things have the ability to trigger histamine or trigger immune reactions because they're either complex proteins that are hard to break down, or they contain histamine, or they contain immune irritants that will increase mast cell degranulation and increase histamine release. This is not what you want if you have IBS. IBS is a chronic inflammatory condition, and it keeps getting triggered by what we're eating. And people say, well, I have IBS, but I don't know why I get these flares. I'm not sure. But you maybe had some nuts and seeds. Maybe you had a protein bar. Maybe you had a steak last night. Maybe you had gluten. Maybe you had too much herbs or spices, too much flavorings on it. It's not IBS-C. It's not IBS-D. It's the decisions that you're making. Okay, it's decisions you're making. And the gut bacteria balance can start to restore itself once you stop being irritated by what you're eating. You eat these foods, you get triggered. Guess what? It causes inflammation, which makes the gut bacteria go against you. If you eat the right foods consistently, the good bacteria start to thrive. They start to digest these foods. You stop having these IBS reactions. I've seen people who have IBS-D, IBS-C, and regardless, it's always something they're consuming. It could be gluten-free breads. It could be, some chicken that has 12 seasonings on it. It could be whatever, but it's never your fruits, vegetables, rice, beans, potatoes. Maybe beans in the early stages, but very, very rarely are those foods going to cause you the IBS reactions. This is always tied to something we're consuming. The other side of it I want to say is stress. Stress. If you're having stressful events, you're processing your stress and it's hitting your stomach, and you're not able to deal with this chronic stress or these chronic stressors that are in your life, you're unable to process them or cope with them, then it's going to increase your likelihood of showing your IBS symptoms. But nonetheless, these symptoms are still going to be triggered by what we're consuming. And you have to be able to realize that you can't just buy into this IBS term. It's IBS. No, it's my IBS. No, it's what we're eating. It's the foods that we're not breaking down. It's that it's triggering our mast cells in our stomach, causing inflammation, which generates the symptoms. This is what's really happening. Take control back of your diet. Get rid of those common irritants: your gluten, your nuts, your seeds, your dairy, your meat. Your too much meat, your processed meat, your processed foods, the condiments, the flavorings, the additives, all those things are going to be going against you. You say, well, Matt, what can I eat? And well, it's up to you. You got yourself into this situation with IBS, whether it's antibiotics, whether it was bad luck, whether it was your diet, wink, wink, that got you into this scenario. Now you have to get yourself out of it. It's not up to some doctor to give you a pill. It's up to you to make choices and changes in your life to get rid of these symptoms. And that is what it's all about. You have to learn how to take control of these symptoms yourself and get over it yourself. This is what I help clients do. I help them create a symptom log where they write down all of what they're eating, the symptoms they're experiencing. We help them make the connections between what they're doing and the symptoms they're experiencing. It helps them regain control back of their symptoms and start to figure out what direction to go to overcome them. So join my page, go to my website, endsickness.org, for more information. I got hundreds of articles, hundreds of videos on this topic, or on topics in general related to chronic illness. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care.